Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders and the Bright Lights Big City, ready for the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Raiders offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun. And
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive, get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump, but that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's take a look here at Middle Tennessee. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The give to the left. Plows through the defense. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Boley. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Splits the uprights. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this 6-3 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play, and that's why you put your athletes there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Ball is loose. And they fumbled the thing out of bounds, but they maintained possession, but it'll be right at the previous line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Boley. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And here comes the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Past the 45. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on first and goal. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Couldn't get any closer on first down. Now second and goal from the 9. Johnson wants to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is good. The lead is 6 in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
On second and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying play action. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
How nice is it as a defense that you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On his feet at the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot.
Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And he got just enough of that one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Boley. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Yates. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. A little release to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked him right into the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field.
There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, MTSU.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted, number 19. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field, the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Pushing for a crease to the left. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David Perdue.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent.
He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's not afraid to go deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, Reese, or as they call it in this game, just another typical Liberty Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
Man, you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Cowboys line up to punt it away.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given them a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Coverage team gets their job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They take the lead with the 6.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
31, Wyoming, 28. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Off play action on first down. Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers. And
the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism, his speed, and his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's open. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down, you just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket, you get through your progression, it's not open, you take off and run, pick up the first down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Johnson looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picked off again. Who's now thrown 20 interceptions. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feet.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Kick is in the air. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of options.
Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Finds his big tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're looking to pass from the red zone. fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. and he gave a little bit of everything on that one. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run.
There he goes! The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Well, that's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Going for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pace. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Give to the running back. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Sends it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Under fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The clock winds. The 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. He's in open space downfield.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and the season is wrapped. For David